G'day everyone, it's Moose here from Moose Marine, and we're looking today at the Garmin GPSMAP wireless remote control device, this little guy here. It's absolutely freezing, so you can probably hear the little heater in the background. I do apologize. Alright, so let's unbox it and have a look and see what you get. All the pretty usual stuff. Cool. So we've got a little mounting cradle and a lanyard by the looks of it. So mounting screws, a little lanyard, and a cradle. And then we've got the wireless remote itself, radio, which is this guy. So on the back, obviously it's got a couple of screws, so we'll just take those out real quick. A lot of people are probably asking why you'd bother having a wireless remote, and with most of the GPSMAP units from Garmin not having physical keys attached to it for a few reasons, being able to have some physical keys does allow you to use it in rough weather. But if you're standing at the back of the boat, for example, and you want to set a waypoint, you can just flick the little button, etc. I really like it because it's not very expensive, and it does give you all the same capabilities that you would ordinarily have on a hybrid system. But with a lot of boats having to place their MFDs up further in the dash, which isn't necessarily the most ergonomic place to get to it, having a remote control that you can have either sitting in its cradle. Did I put that in the right way? No, I didn't. Sorry, that way. Having this in its cradle at a more ergonomic location, so maybe just in front of the throttle, or obviously you can be carrying it around you as well. Alright, so I've just chucked in a couple of batteries. I can't remember if I put them in the right way. I'm just going to move the camera around a little bit. And in front of us we've got our trusty 8416. Oh, hello to everybody watching, by the way. If you have any questions, just let us know. So, sorry about the light. What we there we go. That's still there. Anyway, sorry about that. So now what we have to do is pair this remote control to the unit itself. So to do that, we go Settings, Communication, Wireless Devices, Wireless Remote, GPSMAP Remote, New Connection. To make a new connection, press and hold the pairing button on the wireless remote, which is this little guy in the middle. So we hold that. I bet you've put the batteries in the wrong way. So hopefully you guys are surviving this crazy cold weekend, because it's here in the spare room, Moose Marine headquarters. It's freezing. There are other remote controls I should mention as well. There is a dedicated remote control for the Garmin autopilot system, which has a little display on it, and that's quite cool. That has a built-in accelerometer and gyro, so you can point it in a particular direction and tell the autopilot to go that way. Oh no, I had it right. Plus, minus. This is the pairing button, I assume. Oh, yep, there we go. Never mind. Alright, new wireless remote has been detected. Okay. So before I forget, I'm just going to put this little cover back on. There's also two hardwired remotes called the Grid 10 and Grid 20. I'll do a video on those another time, but Grid stands for Garmin Remote Input Device, and they're handy if you want to actually have something physically mounted and a bit more sturdier, plus they have a joystick, etc. But this does pretty much everything you want. You can see on the remote control at the top you have a waypoint button, sorry, autopilot button, the pairing button, waypoint, a minus and a plus, up, down, and then directionals. Back, select, home, menu, SOS, and a lock button. So all the sort of things that you normally see on the GPS map. So if I hit home, already at home, you can see it's taken me to my home page, and I can use my up, down, left, right to move around. Make selections, go down to my charts, press select. Go across, say, to my fishing charts, press select. So doing all this from the remote control. I don't have a map card in the moment, so I'm zooming in, zooming out with the buttons, and I can move around. So go down here, zoom in, have a look. I can hit that to save a waypoint. So that's quite cool. If you're at the back of the boat, you can have this just sitting on your bait board, and you just press the little waypoint button to remote create a waypoint. And with these systems, these Garmin systems, you just press it once, and then you can rename it, or you can press it and it will automatically generate a name and revert back to the page originally. Press home, take me back to the home screen, and away you go. So if I go, say, to my sonar, select sonar, go to my traditional sonar. I can scroll back as well. You can see I'm just using my crosshatches, just like any of the systems when they have physical keys. Let me select. Oops. Press back to return. So there you go. So they're not expensive. They're about $120, and they do come with a little cradle. So effectively, you can have it sitting on your dash like a physical remote. So you can have them sort of sitting next to it if you so desire. And it gives you all the functionalities then of physical keys. So there you go. That's the Garmin GPSMAP remote. Thank you very much for watching. If you do have any questions, you can send us a message on Facebook or email info@moosemarine.com.au, or you can check out our website at www.moosemarine.com.au, or get in touch on any of our other social media platforms. Anyway, stay safe out there, everybody. Happy boating, and we'll see you later. Bye.